Hey guys, it's Leah with Family Heritage Living. I am here for day 3 of the renewed 30-day challenge. Let's see where to begin. First off, I've had a lot of you wonder about what kind of conditioner is apple cider vinegar since my hair washing video yesterday. And if you let your hair air dry, does it stay soft? Well, first off, see my rags up here? It's laundry going on and we have a lot to do today, so my rags are drying. Why not dry them outside? Because isn't it spring outside? I mean, it's 40-60 degrees in lots of areas. Well, let me share with you, this is not spring, and we had a snowstorm yesterday. It lasted all day. It started late the night before or early morning. And just simply put, it takes a lot of room on the line to hang the rags outside, so they dry quick in here with the wood stove, so that's where they're at, and the other clothes will go on the line. All right, so back to the hair. I left it down so you could see that my hair is very soft looking, very clean looking. I pulled it back right after I washed it yesterday. I kept it in a barrette all day long, so I've got this line, and I've done nothing but comb it this morning. But usually, like if you use Dr. Bronner's soap, okay, and I mentioned yesterday in the video that if you don't rinse it out thoroughly, and I found with the apple cider vinegar, it leaves your hair very heavy and it feels greasy. Now, I have tried to wash my hair before when I was trying to get away from the chemical shampoos and stuff with lye soap. Lye soap was a horror to my hair, even with vinegar. I could not get that clean, light feeling. It was just a very heavy, ucky feeling. So I eventually found Dr. Bronner's. Now, I use Dr. Bronner's for all types of stuff. I use Dr. Bronner's for, we use it for bathing, for our body soap. And I will use it in a pinch for dishes. I don't normally, I don't prefer it for dishes, but I will use it for dishes. I will throw it in my wash water sometimes if I'm mopping, and I will have done laundry with it. So it's really a versatile soap, but when it comes to the hair, you have to have a vinegar rinse. It's the only way I found for me so that my hair's not heavy. Now, my kids can get in this bath, and like I said, they'll wash their hair right in the tub. And it doesn't make their hair heavy. On the other hand, I do see that if I have vinegar in their water, because for detoxing, or if I take an extra amount of vinegar, put a cup of vinegar in about a half to 2/3 gallon of water and rinse it, their hair is much more shiny. It's much shinier than if I just let them rinse it just in the water itself. So, okay, well, I hope that answers one question. My light is really bad here, so I can't tell if you can see. Let's see if I can go to some different lighting over here. Okay, so you can tell that it's, it's soft and fluffy. It's not greasy looking or anything. And it, drying it, air drying it, because my hair is very straight, that air drying it actually gets a little more texture by air drying it versus using a blow dryer. So, but I just recommend using using a good apple cider vinegar rinse. And it has to be the raw apple cider vinegar. Pasteurized apple cider vinegar, I've seen it on the shelves, but it's very harsh, so I wouldn't use that. Also, it's not optimal. I mean, it's not really vinegar, but just about a cup of vinegar and about a half a gallon or a little more water, and use that to rinse. And again, that vinegar smell is going to leave as your hair dries. It might be a little, if you're not used to vinegar, it will seem a little bit overpowering. Now, I have used vinegar. I use it I had high blood pressure. Ron and I both had high blood pressure starting about a decade ago, and we went, in fact, it was at the point with Ron that they were considering medication, but we went on apple cider vinegar, and it just, we're optimal. I mean, even when I had my gallbladder attack last week, I kept taking my blood pressure to make sure that everything was okay, and my blood pressure was optimal except for 2 times. I mean, it was like, when I say optimal, I mean like 120 over, 60, or I can't remember what the bottom number is supposed to be, but so, and Ron's blood pressure is optimal even when his back is really acting up, and ACV it's really good for a lot of different things, but inside and outside of your body. So that, I would recommend to anyone, make sure you have some ACV on hand for all types of purposes. If your blood pressure is going up, if you're not on medication, I would kind of try that if I were you. It's about a tablespoon to about a couple ounces of water, or however you need to take it to get it down, because some people have a hard time getting it down. But make sure you rinse your teeth, because it's very acidic. So when we take it, then we take some water and just rinse our teeth really well. Some people will use straws, but for me, I want to get it down and be done with it, a couple of quick swallows. So, and we take it 2 to 3 times a day on the average. And it also is an immunity booster, and it also will kick your immunity in, or kick your metabolism up. So those are just a few things with ACV. Now, we've made it in the past, but because organic apples are hard for us to get, and we don't have any growing here, I usually buy a reputable brand. Bragg's, we've done a lot of Bragg's, but Bragg's is very rough. It's a very caustic flavor to me. Right now, we've been ordering it from the bulk food store that we do down in Pullman, and it comes in a glass jar, which I really like, because anything I can get in a glass jar, I prefer to do over plastic or tin. And it comes in a glass gallon, and it's really it's much more affordable through there. The only problem is they don't ship that product. Either they deliver it via their truck, or you have to pick it up from the store. So, mush. That's
what they were saying just a minute ago.
Hi, you look comfy. Why don't you guys let Daddy sit there and you pull him?
I don't trust him.
No.
Whoa!
Is that a handful or what?
Oh my goodness, that thing's huge! Holy smokes, Andy. Get your head back, Sammy.
Look at those ones, they're small.
All right, so let's see here. I just showed you guys that spring seems a long way off for us. We had, I don't know how many feet we still have on the ground of snow. And like I said, we just had a snowstorm. So we didn't really get all that much snow. I think we were supposed to get up to 9 inches, and we didn't get near that, but it was really windy too. So with that, everybody's getting ready for spring. I know everybody's excited. I was watching a YouTube video yesterday, and because they live in the South, they were doing some harvesting, and I was watching another one who's, getting their plans out for what they're going to grow. So one of the things that we tried to do last year, before Ron's mom got sick, real sick and passed away. She'd been sick for a while before she took a turn for the worst and passed away. We'd gotten all of our seeds planted. They were in our window. They were coming up. We were doing really good. We were going to try to plant early and use some plastic and stuff to help extend the growing season up here. And then we left. And we were gone for 2 months. And by the time we got back, it was really too late to plant anything. And we just weren't in the mood for it. So this year, by God's grace, we are getting ready to start that stuff. We are actually going to go ahead and start growing we're not, see, we haven't done it here because we're not really set up. We're going to start growing some greens inside. And we're going to try to keep that going year round. Eventually, yes, we will try to do a greenhouse. You know, it's the problem of so many plants and so little money. You can only do what you can do, and this is not, it's just not something that we can do right now. So many things we have to take precedence, and most of you guys know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, feel blessed that you have your finances in order. But with that said, so we're getting ready for that. But also, it's hard to believe, I realize this, when you see all the snow out here, tapping is going to be happening real soon. We did our first tapping last year on the maple trees and I think we boiled down 5 gallons of syrup, which is really good in my opinion, but it didn't last very long. And so we're really going to push ourselves this year to see how much we can get done and get on the pantry shelves. And then we're even going to try some maple sugar. So I don't know if we'll be able to do it, but we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. Now this weekend, like I said, hopefully Ron's going to be starting on my wall behind my stove and also the goat pen. So those should be some, hopefully, videos next week, as long as all goes according to plan. We still have to finish working today. All right, so I guess that's really it for today. I need to get at some other stuff, and I'm going to try to do some batch videoing. we're having trouble with our internet. Yesterday's video, which was 11 minutes, took 3 hours to upload. That was just insane. So I figured maybe it was from the storm that was going on. On the other hand, I was reading an article this morning. A lot of people throughout the country are opting to work at home if possible. And, some states have got schools closed down because of the illness going around. And they were saying that that's taxing the internet as well. But we have satellites. I don't know. All I know is I've got to get this rest of the 30 days lined up a lot better. We're going to try to upload. Tell me if you guys can, or if you would. When is the best time for you to view our videos? Is it better when they come out in the mornings? Because I know they kind of come out across the spectrum. So are you more apt to watch them if they come out in the mornings? And if so, is it early morning, or does it not really matter? Are you more apt to watch them if they come out in the afternoon or the evening? I find for us that our viewership seems to be down if they come out in the evening. I don't know why that is, except that, people, they might go to bed early, they're winding down, and it doesn't usually seem to pick back up. So I'm leaning towards trying to get these batch edited and uploaded to come on in the morning is what I'm thinking. So let me know in a comment below if you have a preference of time. That will help me to decide when these are going to come out and to be a little more organized with this. So, all right. Well, I hope this was helpful, the information on the apple cider vinegar. And thank you for watching. Please don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, to subscribe. Hit that bell button. It really does help us out. Leave a comment below concerning time, and we will see you guys tomorrow. God bless.